What are you playing at? This is how the SAS do it. Approaching unseen, stealthy-like, you know.
Well, Holgate's hardly going to collar us, is he? Not from 6 foot under.
Right.
This could be a little gold mine, this place. You've no family. All his clobber will be sitting there, just waiting for vandals to vandalise it.
Oi, what you up to?
You daft Nelly.
Hey, Dad, I've been thinking.
You better go and have a sit down, then.
Why don't we rob your house?
Maybe all that learning I give you won't waste it after all.
How are you feeling?
All right.
Well, it must be something you ate, because you were all right earlier. Oh, I don't feel brilliant. My own fault. I finished that bottle off when I came back in. I'll get some more.
Had you left the car unlocked?
Yeah? Yeah, it was a good job I checked.
I've got to open up.
Hey, got to get a kiss?
No, I might have a bug or something.
Yeah, well, take care. Oh, don't forget, I'll pick you up later. We're going to my mum's for tea.
I've forgotten. Can you put it off? I don't feel up to it.
Yeah, sure. Go around any time.
Come on, you're going to miss your bus.
Yeah. This was pushed through. Be from Weirs about that job by the looks of it. Hand delivered. They don't send rejections by hand. Go on, open it.
Oh, please, just this once.
Have you got it?
I don't know why they bother wasting the fancy writing paper.
Oh, never mind.
I'll see you at dinner.
What about your tea?
What's up with him?
Got a knockback over that job at Weirs. 'Cause you went out with that Daniel. Now I think we're all divvies like you.
Well, of course it's my fault. Everything's my fault. I'll be late for work.
Linda?
And Cathy didn't suspect anything?
Nah, she's gone to bed by the time I got in there. Surprised she didn't hear out, though. Kim's waiting outside.
Well, lucky for you she didn't.
Yeah, how long will it be before Kim tells her?
What, and risk all this? Frank finds out she'll lose a lot, and she won't want that because of a quick fling with you.
She's talking about something more permanent.
Give over.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, I hope you told her where to get off.
Yeah, of course I did.
Well, there you go, then. Problem solved.
Yeah.
Hello, brother-in-law.
Bet you can't wait to be related to Master Debates.
Do you have to do that there?
You're still grouchy, then? You were very touchy when you got back last night.
I was not.
I'm wondering what to do with Holgate's farm.
Find a tenant.
Oh, I want someone who's going to put something into the place, add to its value. Oh, Mr. Holgate let it go to pot. And on top of everything else, he let that dingle rabble squat there.
I know the perfect candidates. Ned and Jan Glover.
Hey, that's a thought. What made you think of them?
It's obvious.
It is. They'd be just right.
I know. Do you want a coffee?
It'll do me, will this? Me top dog here with sexy handmaiden waiting on.
I can see why Britt walked.
Hey.
I'll fetch me stuff over in a bit.
Aye.
It'll be all right, me stopping here.
It's down to me. Big Al will be stuffing his face with frogs' legs and snails.
What will you be doing?
What's she doing here?
She left her purse in bar last night.
As long as she hasn't been topping it up out at till.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm not stupid.
Aren't you?
Hey, girls, I like to run happy ship here.
Aye, well, I've done in there. I'm off to do vets now.
You're a human dynamo, Betty. Hey, you've got more jobs than the average member of Parliament.
Well, it wouldn't be a bad idea if certain persons had one job.
I keep myself busy.
So I hear. I'll see you tomorrow, Terry.
Thanks, Betty.
So, what do you do to keep yourself busy?
And what have you lot been up to?
Huh? Recycling and reclamation.
Where have you pinched it all from? You got some good tackle here.
I knew you'd like it. We got it from next door.
This'll keep us in a car boot, Sailor 3.
It's not just Eric Pollard who's got an eye for classy items.
Hey, we had these in prison.
Oh, what have you brought that for?
I thought we could put some geraniums in it. Very trendy, are these?
Is it clean?
Of course it is. I emptied it out.
You're so and so.
Has everyone in this village forgotten the meaning of work?
Do it later.
Later, I will not. I've got a schedule to keep. Oh, it's all right, you sighing.
First samples come back from the lab yet?
At last, another grafter.
They're in the back. I haven't put them in the book yet.
Well, I can't go on my visits until I've seen them.
Fine.
It's probably man trouble. That's something I've never had because I wouldn't stand for it.
Ta. 90p. It's against me religion. What is? Paying for drinks. I've noticed. Just don't tell Kathy, that's all. I don't even pay for them in the wool pack, you know. Well, I can't see Mr. Turner giving you free drinks. Well, he's not here, is he? It's just me and Terry. What do you see in him? What's that supposed to mean? Well, I know he's a laugh, but I mean... I tell you what, he knows how to treat a woman. The lads round here think a great night out is a game of footy on the green, can of cider and a quick grope. Most times you don't even get the last bit. Could you do the tables, Dolores? You prefer the younger man, don't you, Kathy? Has she paid for that? Yeah.
You're hardly the greatest churchgoer in the world.
I go sometimes.
Yeah, but what's the point of a christening? I mean, Joseph can make up his own mind when he's old enough, can't you?
I know. It's not just a religious thing. I want him to feel part of the community.
He is part of the community, aren't you?
Chris, things change so quickly. I want Joseph to know where he comes from, where he belongs. The church is where Mark and Joe are.
OK, we'll get him christened. You can see it means a lot to you.
Thanks. Right, come on. Get your coat on. Woo! I'll take you to lunch at your ex-wife's cafe.
Is that a threat or a promise?
They're a scourge, pheasant poachers. Bane of my life.
Ah, you've had pheasants, Seth. You live off them.
You're not talking about me.
Frank Retton poaching dropped by half when he took you back on, Seth.
That's because I'm vigilante. Anyway, it's not me that's having them now. If I take odd bird, that's natural selection.
Aye. You select the best ones.
But if some other jockey comes along, it means earache for me from Tate's. And if I take a bird, it gets noticed. Poachers have had that many. Frank Tate knows them that are left with the first names.
Great. I'll see you later.
Hey, you're conscientious.
I'm going to go and see where Linda's got to.
I'm glad to see he's having some luck in courting stakes.
Yeah, I'm very pleased for him.
You're better off without him, Nick. Isn't he?
Aye.
It's good, isn't it?
What's it say?
I'm organising a quiz night.
Why are you boosting trade for Turner and the brewery?
Personal pride.
First rule of business, old boy. Always put personal gain above all else. Especially pride.
Aye, well, they all thought Brit were dynamic one.
Is that why she bailed out, Terry? Were you holding her back?
No, I wasn't. I'll soon show 'em how to run a pub.
Oh, Mum, forgot to mention, Kathy won't be coming for tea tonight.
Oh, everything all right?
Yeah, she's just a bit off colour.
Oh, it's a shame. Might have cheered your dad up a bit, you two coming round.
Why? What's up then?
I didn't get the job at the Weirs. Do you think it's anything to do with our Linda splitting up with Danny?
Linda? Can we talk?
It's a bit late for that.
You don't really mean that.
"5 minutes.
Jump in. To do the big dramatic bit last night just to get to see me.
Oh, you just sent your butler with a message.
That won't get us anywhere now, will it?
I had to do something. I thought you should know.
I want to help you.
Yeah.
I'm fond of you. Had some really great times. I know I've treated you badly. It all got out of hand. I'm sure we can get things together now.
Oh, you really think so?
I'm here, aren't I? It doesn't even matter I'm not the father of the child. I'll pay for a termination for you, give you a fresh start.
It's your child!
Now, let's be adult about this.
You what?
Even if it was my
Let's
child...
be adult! I should have done that to you! When you can run back to your stuck-up girlfriend! She's getting off to this time!
Ooh, you're a right little bouncer, you are.
Did you enjoy your meal?
Yeah, it was great, thanks.
Kathy must have taken lessons since we split up.
Where is she then? Oh, she's been busy in the kitchen. I've told her you're here, though.
Oh, it must be hell coping with all these people.
Hey, congratulations then.
Thank you.
You must be really excited.
Yes. Make a lovely couple, don't they?
Oh, a perfect match.
I'll get you a bill.
Ooh, no, I think he wants to come back to his mummy now.
Hey, I thought she'd be over the moon.
Oh, she is. We all are.
She didn't look it.
You know, this must have been his wife.
Aye. Hey, who's this?
I know it. That fellow what used to collect our insurance.
Oh, is it Egg? It's him.
Who?
James Stewart.
Oh, aye, yeah. Right, go on then, who am I? Sugar in the morning, sugar in the evening, sugar at supper time.
I know. Miss Piggy.
No.
It's Alma, isn't it?
It is.
You know you could have been Alma's kid sister. You could, Nellie.
I know.
The late, great Alma Cogan.
You know, a mum, she used to make all her frocks for her out of real ostriches.
She did.
Why don't you get some on book, smarten yourself up?
What, a dead fella's clothes?
He's not going to want them back, is he?
You don't know what he died of. You even put on his long johns.
Well, they was cleaner than the ones he had on Monday's at.
What do you pair look like?
Never you mind that, lady. Where have you been?
To see Dolores.
So you say. I'm telling you now, don't you bring no more trouble to my front door.
It's that lot bring trouble.
That's rich. The last fella you went out with isn't even here to tell the tale.
Oh, hiya. You all right?
Yes, thanks.
Look, last night, you were upset. I didn't know what to say.
What a shame.
You're not going to tell Kathy.
About what?
I'm trying to be straight with you here, Kim.
Bet you say that to all the girls, especially Kathy. Still, I'm sure you'll be very happy with everything she can give you. Winning smile, plate full of rock buns.
Have you told him yet?
Linda? I've done all my work.
Hey! I'm sorry I was a bit hard on you earlier.
It's not you. It's me. I'm pregnant.
Sir, the bottom line is your dad could have the tenancy if he wants it.
It's all he wants, mum and all. I don't think they'll be able to afford rent, though.
Ah, that won't be a problem. The rent will be realistic. You see, Dave, I see it as an investment, and I know Ned could make a go of it.
Well, if he doesn't, won't be for want of trying.
You think they'll accept it?
Yeah, of course.
Ask them tonight.
Well, don't you wanna?
Let me know what they say in the morning.
I will. Thanks, Frank. You don't know what this means to him. To all of us.
I wish I could take the credit. It was Kim's idea. You owe her your undying gratitude, lad.
He even denied it was his.
And is it?
What do you think I am? Of course it's his.
Well, he's irrelevant now. You're the one that matters. You're the one that's got choices to make.
I'm pregnant, full stop.
What have your mum and dad said about it? You haven't told them? I think you'll need to.
What good'll that do? Dad'll go ape, and Mum will be all hurt. How good you are, Linda.
Yes, because they care about you.
Oh, no, that's why I can't tell them. I can't.
Get out the road, Butch.
I want to wash this spoon from next door, see if it's silver.
It's not silver.
How do you know?
Because it's gone green. Now get lost.
You've got another bloke.
Who says?
You've washed your hair twice in 2 days.
You should try it. He's right, isn't he? So?
I knew she'd been sniffing.
I don't mind you courting her, Tina. But I like to give him the once over, you know. It's for your own sake.
You know him already, Mum.
Who is it?
Just leave us alone.
I say, Dad, come over here. Your little flower's a bit shy over a lad.
Uh-huh. Who is it then?
You won't say.
She is. She's bashful.
I know.
If you must know, it's Terry Woods.
Who?
Terry from behind bar.
Terry Woods from the Wool Pack. Who, the dirty old devil.
He's not old.
He's old enough.
Yeah, well, so am I.
Zach, where have we gone wrong?
I'll tell you where, Mother. We've given her too much ambition. First it was a doctor's son.
And now it's a clapped-out old rugby player.
Who is now, I have to say in his defence, the manager of a public house. You could do a lot worse, Sarah Tina.
You're only saying that, you, because you think you'll get free ale.
I'm not going to turn down his hospitality.
I think it's disgusting.
You go out and find yourself a nice woman who owns a brewery, then we'll take notes to what you think.
Thanks for standing me up at dinner time.
Oh, yes, sorry. Zoe wanted me to work
I saw you, Linda. You and Lord Snooty. Don't string me along. If you just don't want to go out with me, just say it.
Biff. Danny did come.
I know.
And he wanted me to go back out with him. So I told him where to get off.
Did you? Yeah, well, I thought it'd be something like that. So do you fancy coming out tonight?
I'd like to.
But not with me.
Oh, look, it's not that. I'm not being funny. Just not tonight, though, eh?
Well, some other time, then.
Yeah, of course.
Soon? I'll see you around.
So much for happy hour.
Ah, well, they always build slowly, new initiatives.
You'll have to be more adventurous.
Well, I can't drop prices any further. I'll have to subsidise it out of my own pocket.
I meant some other attractions.
Ah, I could always get them T-shirts out that we have for the reopening.
No thanks.
Yeah, go on, Rachel. I could chuck a bucket of water over you.
Now you're talking.
Well, you guys could have a wet Y-fronts competition, but looking at you, it wouldn't be worth turning the tap on for.
Oh, I suppose you'll learn them kind of put-downs living with that fella of yours.
Hey, one more crack like that and you'll be a barmaid, sure.
Because we've got a lot of things to do.
Ah, here comes the rush.
Our usual, please, Rachel, love.
Come to sample happy hour, have you?
Aye. Is the old extra off for pensioners?
No.
Well, in that case, we'll take for 6 bone lemons and 6 pints.
Well, who for?
Me and Betty.
What, you want them all now?
Course not. Spread over evening.
At happy hour prices.
Hey. It's happy hour, not happy nights.
Hey, I'm afraid, Terry, in this case, the customer is right. On the commodity market, it's called buying futures.
Take the money.
You're a gentleman, Mr. Pollard. I never did believe everything they said about you.
I did.
Here I am, Terry.
All yours.
What can I say?
Pity Kathy couldn't have come.
Can I have her cake?
Yeah, you might as well.
I've got a bit of news.
I bet you've got to get married.
That's a horrible thing to say.
It's not about me. It's about Mum and Dad.
Well, if Kathy wants to know if I'm giving you a dowry, tell her no.
Can I finish? Frank's asked me to ask you, if you want tenancy on Aldgate's farm.
Ha ha, very funny.
Dad, would I wind you up over something like this? It's straight up. He wants to know it morning.
Well, that's all there is to it?
Yeah, he wants someone in quick. And he's even dropping rent.
Well, he's got it then, hasn't he, love?
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose he has.
Right, well, this calls for Hugh down the Woolpack.
Hey, hold on a minute. What about me?
Are you and all?
Ned?
Well, come on, he's gone through the hard times some as rest of us, hasn't he?
Right, I'm just nipping off to see Kathy. I might see her later.
Right, was that Linda?
I think she's gone up. She was looking a bit peaky.
And Frank really said he wanted to take on the farm? I mean, you didn't suggest it to him or out, did you?
He said he couldn't think of anyone better.
Quite right.
What do you mean I'm as good as family?
Well, you're living under Tally with our Tina.
She's not unpacked her bags yet.
She's your common-law wife.
What do you know about her, Einstein?
I think the boy might have a point if it came to court.
No wonder Al don't like you hanging around the bar.
So what about us free drinks, anyway?
You can have 1 pint each.
Just one? I think she's making a big mistake with him.
Ah, we'll take it over there, out to my road.
You look older than usual up this close.
Oh, Tal, love, did you get your dinner all right in the oven?
Yeah, smashing, thanks.
Have you seen who's got her feet under the table here? She's only moved in with Terry.
He wants his head looking at.
Sitting there as if butter wouldn't melt. Oh, where you?
Pint of lager, pint of shandy.
Glover's family outing. Oh, what? Look, Glinda isn't with them.
A dog with a bone, she is.
When will you tell Jack and Sarah?
Oh, not until it's definite.
And don't you say anything, Roy.
Of course not. Can I have a pint?
I've ordered you a shandy.
That's all you're having.
And whatever you're having and all, Rachel, love.
All right, thanks, Ned.
Right. Well, it's the future.
Yeah.
You feeling better?
Oh, still a bit ropey.
Do you fancy coming down to Woolpack for a pint?
No, not really.
Your mum and dad are celebrating.
What, our engagement?
No, they're putting that on hold till you're better. They've got a tenancy on a farm.
Oh, I'm really pleased for them. They deserve it.
Yeah.
So how did that come about?
Tate's. They've got this place standing empty.
So you used your power and influence.
Didn't need to.
Frank's a canny businessman. He knows he'll get good tenants and keep you happy.
Yeah. Well, it was Kim's idea, but it's sort of same difference. Hey, I don't fancy going out to the pub. Do you want to stay and have a quiet night?
Look, Dave, I've told you I'm not feeling well.
Well, we can just watch telly.
Look, there's something I want to say. Now we're engaged, I don't think you should be staying over.
Why? There's no more reason.
I want getting married to be special. It has to be. There's no point.
I know.
If we carry on the way we are, we'll just drift into it.
You're trying to say that we can't sleep together until we're married?
Yes.
I don't know how you can stand it with your coasting. Can't believe how what they keep these places. National Health, they save a fortune if they just cut down on eating costs.
I've rung Zoe. I've left a message on her answer phone.
What you phoned her for?
You get off to work now, love, and have your convenience.
No, I'll go later.
Mr. and Mrs. Glover,
Yeah.
please sit down.
I've been sitting down.
Ned.
Your daughter's going to be all right, but she has been extremely lucky.
Oh, thank God.
As you know, she took a massive dose of a veterinary drug.
Yeah, what was it, poison or something?
Your daughter's a veterinary nurse, isn't she?
Oh, she's doing day release.
Well, the drug she took is common in veterinary practice. They use it to bring cows into season. Used to be used on humans for a similar purpose.
What purpose?
To induce termination of pregnancy. Your daughter was pregnant.
Oh, no.
The drug did what it was meant to do.
Oh, I hope you're not going to let me down smelling a pig.
It's a good honest smell. She's more than you get in any Ponzi solicitors.
Don't start that again. We need help, Zach Dingle.
Ah, you've got a point. Anybody would sympathise with me this I had you two. Even a solicitor.
This is a family solicitor who represented your Josiah.
Aye. And Emma Josiah got 10 years for not having a road fund licence.
Well, the car he was driving was stolen, and so was the caravan attached to it.
Nelly, look. The second we walk into that solicitor's office, two things happen. One, that cash register he has on the wall instead of a clock starts ticking. And two, Frank Tate wins.
But we've got rights.
Aye, and he's got money. And we both know which talks loudest.
Come on.
We'll be keeping her in intensive care till the fluid on her lungs is clear. She's been very lucky. She could easily have died.
How is she?
Well, if you'll excuse me.
The doctors have been telling us what that stuff can do to her lass. It's used for bringing cows into season.
Apart from getting rid of the baby, it's nigh on killed her.
I'm so sorry. How is she now?
You knew about the babby, didn't you?
She didn't tell you? You know damn well she didn't. How much more do you know? That she wanted rid of it? That she was in such a state that she injected herself with stuff that's done God knows what to her?
She mentioned it no more. I mean, we didn't
mentioned it? In passing? Oh, it's raining again. The shop's out of bread, and by the way, I'm pregnant.
Zoe didn't mean that. We just didn't get the chance to talk to her, to persuade her to tell you.
Well, why leave it to a poor, frightened kid, Zoe? Why didn't you have the gumption to tell us yourself? Then maybe my daughter wouldn't be lying in there now at death's flaming door.
Family size.
That time of year again for your Butch and Sam, is it?
You're joking. I wouldn't waste this on them. No, you wouldn't have seen the bath at the Woolpack. I suppose Turner needs a roomy one. Big enough for two, you know.
Really?
Which is handy, because I like having me back washed, amongst other things.
We got some carbolic in the back. We keep it specially for your family.
Oh, that's nice of you, Viv. But don't use it yourself, will you? Soap will give you even more wrinkles. Oh, Betty, love, it's not been the same since you stopped cleaning the Woolpack.
If Terry wants me to come back, he's...
No, he doesn't. I'm just saying it's not been the same since you left. It's much, much better. Wonder how much it cost to hire a hitman.
He'd need an elephant gun. Out less, the bullets would just bounce off. Any road. She's soon going to have her nose put out of joint when she finds out that the lass they're all talking about in the village isn't her. Linda Glover has taken an overdose.
Look at them. Closing flaming ranks, I'll bet.
Listen, I have to go.
Thank you very much.
You got your story straight, then?
I'm sorry.
Young doctor. You've been explaining to him how it had naught to do with you, I suppose.
I never thought for 1 second that she was that desperate.
No? You couldn't even tell? I don't believe it.
You didn't notice anything wrong with her at all.
I think you ought to go.
Please understand, Linda came to us because she felt
I
there was
asked
no...
you to go. Please.
Come on, Zoe, now's not the time.
And don't come back. If I find you near my daughter...
And you paid how much rent?
100.
A week?
month? 60 a week or 100 a month?
Yeah, you heard him.
You do have a rent book?
Not exactly, no.
How inexactly?
Well, you see, we trusted each other.
Right. And it was how much?
Well, it were cash in kind. We gave him things, like eggs.
You keep hens?
If they wander into our yard, aye.
From where?
Next door, Allgits.
So, technically, they were his own eggs you gave him?
They were meat and all.
From your own animals?
Mostly. Keep a few pigs, the odd sheep, and antlers. We give him antlers and all.
They must have been very odd sheep.
Antlers are from Day. I thought solicitors were supposed to be clever.
But you've no record of a tenancy agreement, no rent book.
I could bring antlers in for you if you like. From sheep.
Frankly, Mr. Dingle, Mrs. Dingle, Mr. Dingle, you don't seem to have a leg to stand on.
I could arrange it, you don't either, pal.
Oh, shut up! What my son is trying to say to you is... What do you flaming well mean? It's our home and we've got rights!
You've no rights under the law. I'm only informing you of your legal position. Morally, perhaps you do have a case, but legally, I'm sorry.
Come on.
That'll be £20. I can take cash.
20? I've been watching cash register. It were £11 when we came in, and it's £11.15 now.
This must be the only country pub in the whole world that doesn't have lock-ins.
Yeah, and it's going to stay that way, mate.
So much else to do after closing. You're doing a great job, Cop.
I told you not to call me that. How'd you get on?
Cost us £11.15.
What did the solicitor say?
I think we're going to have to move in with our Mandy's lot. Reckon she fancies me, our Mandy.
You mean Tate can evict you?
That would word. If it means same as chuck us out on the street, yeah.
It's a bit rough.
Rough? It's outrageous. Tate really does think he owns this village, doesn't he?
He does. Most of it. All of the Dingles place.
All the years we've lived there and he can kick us out to turn our home into a flipping holiday camp.
You should get village behind you. You know, a campaign.
Yeah. A campaign against Frank Tate. I'll arrange a meeting at the village hall.
We've always been so close. That's what I can't understand.
It'll have been those two, filling her head with all that feminist rubbish.
And we were right. I should have seen. I should have noticed something were wrong.
I wonder if he knows. Young Weir.
I really don't care, Ned.
Breaking her heart wasn't enough for him.
Where are you going?
Those snobby beggars think they don't have to give a damn about us. Well, they're going to Jan. They're flaming well going to.
You could have stayed up at the hospital, you know.
Yeah, there's nothing I could do.
One thing you can do is tell your parents not to worry about the tenancy. It's theirs if they want it. And I promise there won't be a dingle in sight.
Look, Dave, mate, I've just heard. Sorry, Frank.
It's all right, lad. I've got a lot to do. I'll sort out that tenancy.
Thanks, Frank.
It's right, is it? Bet you told me Linda tried to do herself in.
No, not exactly. She was pregnant.
She's what?
She got some drug from work to get rid of it. Why couldn't she have talked to me? I'd have sorted Mum and Dad.
Look, I'd have helped if only I'd have known.
Yeah, she didn't want help. Not from anyone.
What kind of state's she in?
Bad. Well, they say she's going to be all right in a few days.
Has she been asking about me?
If she's still out of it, mate.
I'm going to go and see her. Square it with Frank, will you?
Yeah, no problem. Hello? Mum, how is she? That's done what?
Did you see the vicar's face when that enormous bunch of flowers came in? He really thought it was for him. Did you hear something?
Someone in the house, I think.
Oh, if it's that damn man about the drains, he's early. If you've come about the block, Lou, would you kindly wait in the kitchen?
It's Mr. Glover, Linda's father.
Don't worry about a plate for me. I ain't come for a sandwich. She nearly died because of you.
Oh, what utter nonsense.
Oh, aye, it's a big surprise to me that a long streak of rainwater like this can get a lass pregnant. But he did. Didn't you, Danny boy?
How do you know the baby was Daniel's? It could have been anyone's from what I've heard.
I offered to do the right thing. I did what I could.
Oh, you were going to marry her? Yeah, of course you were.
I meant an abortion. Oh, I'd have paid. I offered her the money.
She needed help and support. And you offered her your checkbook?
Don't hit him, please!
Let me go.
Let you go, I'll kill you. You think you're gonna go like that? My daughter!
What you meant to happen?
Yes!
Oh, God, there's another one!
I'll call the police! You can make it an ambulance as well if I don't get me dad off him. Come on! Get off! Come on! Get off him! He's not
Yeah.
Now, get out of my house, lover.
Why don't you call me Ned, Vanessa? That's what you wanted our John to call you when you wanted to be one of the girls, slumming it down the pub.
This mess is not of our making.
You want me to put your lad in intensive care? See if you've got any real feelings.
She was just after Danny's money.
You hear that?
I did.
Sorry. As I was saying, vets mainly use this drug to bring cows into season. We stopped using it for human pregnancy terminations years ago. It's very dangerous.
Well, Linda didn't know about drugs. I mean, surely she shouldn't have had access to them.
It's not a controlled drug. Access to it would be up to each individual vet. And I gather Miss Tate considered your daughter entirely trustworthy.
Well, I should hope she did.
Miss Tate told me she warned your daughter about handling it, what it could do to a woman.
So she's saying if you want an abortion, this'll do the trick?
No. Any vet would be well aware that this particular drug could kill.
There's a lot I hold Zoe responsible for, lad, but not that.
As I keep saying, Linda's been extremely lucky. Sorry, excuse me.
You should have told me. I'd have looked after her. And the baby. I don't reckon much to the father. The mother more than makes up for it.
So, was that a yes or a no? Yes, I'd be delighted. But are you sure Chris is? Well, now I've asked you and you've agreed, he can hardly say no, can he?
Thanks. This is the nicest thing that's happened to me in a long time.
Hey, I thought that was Dave.
Have a sticky bun to celebrate.
I can't. I gotta get back and feed your godson to me.
Well, you tell him his first sticky bun's free the minute he's ready for it.
Oh, Tara. And thanks.
Okay.
See you later. Hi, Sarah.
Kathy in the kitchen. Yeah.
She's not causing you problems, is she? I would have thought taking your husband was enough for any woman.
No, far from it, Betty.
Hi, Kathy, are you okay? You sounded on the phone like...
Betty, can you spare me for 5 minutes? Okay, Sarah, we'll go to the flats.
Do you know, we've done so much to this place. And he'll probably move some yuppie straight in and say he's had a designer or something, making it look proper rural.
I don't mind leaving. It'd be all right, Uncle Caleb's.
You only want to go because of Fat Mandy.
Yeah, I know.
She's your cousin. Still, I suppose it's best to keep all idiots inside the family.
It's all right for you. You've got a warm bed at the wool pack.
Hey, how many rooms do they have?
Don't even think about it. Any road. We're going to be able to stop here.
I will, love, how?
Hey, this isn't that Daisy McAllister you're trying to con. It's Frank Tate.
Listen with your ears instead of your gob for once, Butch. We're going to get a campaign going.
For what?
You'll like this, ma'am. It was Eric Pollard's idea.
Hey, then we'll have a note to do with it, whatever it is.
Oh, shut up. It's a time to be macho and masterful, and this isn't it.
We're going to call a public meeting. Get Oak Village behind us.
Yeah.
I don't know, love. I mean, if we moved into Woolpack, if only for a month or two, Alan Turner would be bound to help us.
I want to go to Uncle Caleb's.
Oh, Mandy can come and visit you. Or I'll get her to send over one of her vests. You can use it as a quilt cover.
No. A public campaign it is. I mean, if the Dingles go today, well, it could be the Glovers tomorrow, it could even be the Sugdens. What about Mr. Turner? He could be next. I'm drawing a line here in the sand. I'm moving this far and no further.
Mum, that's muck, that is. Not sand.
Oh.
Would you ask her about a vest?
You know, Sarah, the daft thing is, we were so good together. And for him to prefer her, you can't believe how much that hurts.
You're well rid of him, Kathy.
I haven't decided yet.
You're not serious? If you're going to give Dave another chance, you make sure it's a chance to make things right and not to hurt you again. If you take Dave back, make sure it's on your terms.
Finishing early, just because Frank's gone into skip down. No one else is here either. Just me and you.
No, Kim. Just you. I've got to go.
I was thinking about you last night. At Kathy's, were you? Calling each other Bunny Bunny and Flopsy Wopsy. I know what she's like.
I was at hospital, wondering whether my sister was going to live or not. Don't!
Never seen this side of you before, David. I think I could like it.
Get out my way.
Are you sure there's no chance of bunking up at the Woolpack? Me and the lads could give Terry an hand.
Terry doesn't need a hand. Besides, I think Turner would notice if he was sleeping top to toe with our Sam. M&E.
What's wrong with Uncle Caleb's? Is that Big E or Little E?
Big one, like Mandy.
Stop winding him up.
Hey up, I wonder if Eric's come caught him.
If he has, I'll be nailing more than this placard to the pole.
Hey, Eric! What do you reckon? Good, eh?
Sums it up very nicely.
He's illiterate.
I want a word with you.
Yes, and I do with you.
Now, this campaign. I know what's in it for us, but I hope I don't know what's in it for you.
What do you mean?
If you think you can wheedle your way into my Nellie's affections.
God forbid. My motives are simple. Tate and I have a history. I feel he needs teaching a lesson, and I believe you're the very people to do it.
So you've come to see what it is you're trying to save. Worth it, is it?
I've come to ensure that you don't engage in any unilateral action that might reduce the groundswell of community sympathy.
Was that English?
He means don't go throwing up over Betty Eggleton in Woolpack, don't you, Eric?
Something like that. I want the village behind you, a sort of united front.
How can there be a front if they're behind us?
It means like a wagging train with the Indians all round, don't you, Mr. Pollard?
What are you looking at? Where did you get that from?
Aldgates.
What?
He means Holgate's next door.
It were part of a fireplace.
Yes. And a very good one as well.
It weren't just a good fireplace. The rest of it is made of right good fire and all.
Pity. Could have been worth a few £100s. Still, coal is expensive these days, isn't it? I didn't know!
What are you doing?
Washing your things.
You got a bang on Ed or something?
All I can do, innit? Send me to school instead of hospital with you lot. Won't tell me how. It's not flaming fair.
Hey, take it easy.
She's my sister and all, you know, and that Betty Eggleton's telling everyone she tried to kill herself.
You know that's not true. She's gonna be all right.
You're not lying?
No, not lying. Hiya, come in.
How's Linda?
Like I was telling our kid, she's gonna be all right. Hey, go upstairs, do your homework.
I've got no.
Well, yeah, go and get some more milk.
We don't need any more.
We do. Go and get yourself some as well.
Do you want me to make a lot of noise when I come back?
Do you want to be in next bed to our Linda?
Mum? Oh, little love.
You guys are a real fright, sweetheart.
The baby. What's happened to the baby? There isn't one left. Not anymore.
Thanks.
Didn't think I'd ever see you here again.
I wanted to know the truth about Linda, not Betty's version.
Well, at first I thought she'd tried to top herself. Couldn't imagine what she was going through was that worse than me, though. Should have been me lying there.
Don't be stupid.
I don't think I'd have had guts to do that. I do feel bad enough, though, Kath. What I've done to you.
If you were thinking about suicide, you should have said. I'd have cheerfully killed you. But if I did, we couldn't make another go of it, could we?
You are.
But it's going to be hard to trust you again.
Kathy, I promise
You
I'll
can't
never...
promise, Dave. Not while you're around, Kim.
It's over with
I
her.
know her. If she gets half a chance...
She won't.
No, she won't. Not if you give up working there.
What are you saying?
It's my condition, Dave. It's me or home farm, not both.
I can't do that, Kath.
Then we're wasting our time if a job means more to you than me.
You don't understand. It's my mum and dad. Frank Tate's offered them Mulgate's farm. If I pack in my job, he'll give it to someone else.
Frank wouldn't do that. He's offering it to your dad because he's a good farmer. It's good business.
I can't risk it, Kathy. I'll never get another job as good as this one.
Yeah, one with perks like the boss's wife, you mean?
You know I don't. If I walk out on Frank Tate, I'll never get another job within 100 miles of here. Moving away will probably break us up any road.
Stop looking for excuses, Dave. The choice is very simple. If you want me, you give up home farm. If you choose to stay, we're welcome to each other.